Hello, good morning. Okay, so 70% of the people are there. So I will start this fuel system. Don't confuse. Always we are starting power transmission, again fuel, again power transmission, fuel, like that. I will touch this so first class because I didn't put this PowerPoint. I will quickly go this and I will tomorrow we will see cooling and lubrication. Next week we will touch ignition system. So coming Saturday, Sunday we will start the Tuesday we will start sprayer and seeder and sprayer. Coming Tuesday practical class. Mostly I will take this class and I will start the plant protection equipments. Already you learn one. Water pump also we are under the plant protection. Protection mean others are land preparation, maintenance of engine, like that, workshop practices. So other one related to plant, land preparation, seeding, water pump, sprayer, harvester, storage. These are related to plant protection. Plant management should be agronomy. And the other part, the protection principle, everything come under the biology, pest control, like that. So we are doing what are the equipments used to protection mean to rescue or to maintain proper way to get maximum yield. What are the equipment we are using? We call protection equipment, protection, plant protection. Other one is maintenance of machine, right? Today we will see very quickly of a fuel system. The components of fuel system in SI. What is SI? Spark ignition, right? There are engine are classified into many ways. One is compression ignition, spark ignition, CI and SI. CI compression ignition, that's called diesel engine. SI spark ignition, petrol engine. Diesel engine, petrol engine. When you write in a mechanical technical term, spark ignition and compression ignition. Surely I will ask you the question in your mid examination. The fuel system of SI engine consists of fuel tank, fuel lift pump, fuel pipe, cylinder and carburetor. Actually, carburetor itself is not finished. The fuel system, carburetor fuel also, inside the carburetor fuel want to go the combustion chamber of the bore or cylinder. Cylinder block itself, the burning will take place. Carburetor, only carburetor is a calibrate the fuel amount and send it to the proper cylinder. You will write cylinder. Right, inside the cylinder piston is there. Piston will not receive any fuel. Cylinder will receive. So cylinder, inside the cylinder, one part is called combustion. Right, combustion means burning. Burning chamber is there. So the sixth one, we are put inlet manifold. One pipe is there. Carburetor to cylinder or carburetor to combustion chamber, there are one pipe is there, we call inlet manifold. Manifold. Manifold is the receiving the fuel mixture and send it to the inside the cylinder. So this one also there. These are the main components. So we will see objective, why you want to learn this. Why you want to learn? Describe components of the carburetor. I told you. Tell me what are the components in the carburetor? Yes, needle valve, throttle valve, choke valve, main jet, pilot jet, floater, and overflow pipe, inlet pipe, and outlet pipe. These are the carburetor components. So I will show you the line diagram of carburetor. Then you want to label it properly and explain when you are asking the question. No 3D drawing is not needed for your examination point of view, but for the record book you want to record to the 2D, right? So describe component of fuel injector system. Fuel injection system actually it is the SI engine now, spark ignition engine, full fuel system you only, that is called fuel injection system. Actually injection mainly focus on the diesel, but they can use this word also for the petrol also, fuel injection system in SI engine or CI engine. They will ask you clearly, SI engine you will write carburetor and other accessories. Carburetor alone is not enough. The fuel tank, the filter, on-off valve, with casing, pipes, fuel pump, then carburetor, then inlet manifold, like that. That is called fuel injection system. Set threads of the carburetor and fuel injection system. Actually, state threads mean what are the difficulties, what are the adjustment, or what are the problem you are encountered during the SI engine, especially for carburetor. What will happen to the carburetor for sometimes carburetor doesn't properly work. Carburetor always work, yes, obviously, okay. Carburetor, sometimes there are blocks, sometimes there are no accurate setting. So that's called threads. See the advantage, disadvantage of each system. So each system in each component, advantage and disadvantage. Explain the proper use of mixture control and abnormal combustion. Proper use of mixture control. How can you mixture mean air fuel? We call mixture is a component of air and fuel. That is called mixture. Don't ask then it is not a used you are eating mixture. Mixture is a two component mixed together. That is, one is petrol, another one is oxygen, air and fuel. That's a mixture. So abnormal combustion also, sometimes it will be not enough spark, sometimes not enough charge. Charge means that air fuel mixture, not enough. So we will identify some faulty diagnosis. We call faulty FAUL. Faulty means what are the problem you want to identify. That's called faulty diagnosis. Second is associated with the fuel injection system. That is no need to, that is the special case C172SP. So we will move next one. Fuel type and properties. So it is, I will read, but it is not, no need too much. The anti-detonation. Detonation means burning capacity. Properties of fuel are designated by either octane rating performance number. Right? I told you what is the octane number for petrol? Octane 92. Octane 92 is a one of the factor octane rating. They call octane rating. Octane 95 also there, super petrol. So octane rating is a one performance to evaluate the fuel quality. I will ask you what are the factors, what are the criteria used to evaluate the fuel quality for the petrol octane rating. When the system first introduced was believed rating 10 represented into the detonation. I will ask you these things. So here what the fuel grade and colors are given to you, but it is not needed to you. But normally pale yellow is, I say normally you can see yellow, pale yellow colors for the petrol, right? So very simple system you see this is the line diagram. The line diagram, so many diagrams are there. So line diagram means colored one, mostly for fuel system. Car fuel system, here what the system is, one thing is little advanced because it should be a diesel engine. Sometimes it's also same as the SI engine, but sometimes it's a CI engine. Nozzle don't write nozzle. You see there are in front there are 4 spark plug like thing is there. Sometimes it should be spark plug, sometimes it should be fuel nozzle, right? It is the major difference in petrol and diesel. If you write spark, there are 4 spark plug is possible. 4-cylinder engine have 4 spark plug. One spark plug is not enough for burn 4 cylinder. Every cylinder have each spark plug, right? So I told you in the car, motorbike, the fuel tank should be mostly rear part of the car. You can see always the rear part, this is a filling. Then if you fill, this is the closed filling. When you put the key or sometime you will put the power, then it will be open. Or otherwise someone now open and put something inside, then it will be very severe damage in your car. Put something, whatever, sand or whatever, metal part or whatever put inside, it will be very dangerous. That's why it will be key closed. Closed by security. They have some special case there. You cannot open, anybody can't open except the owner or driver of this vehicle. So you see fuel filters are there. I told you several filters. Cause filter. If you write cause filter, then other one should be you will write fine filter. Cause and fine. FINE. Cause means bigger one. So normally fuel filter, cause filter. Fuel tank is there bottom. You see the top. Bottom fuel is there, but electrical fuel pump is there. How many fuel pump are classified into 3 or 4 groups? Depend on the, now all the vehicles have electrical. Now the very currently hybrid vehicles have electronic fuel. This is the electrical, let's say electronic. Right? Now electronic, all the machine components are work under the electronic. Electrical is electrical current, they are the impulse of the electrons, electronic. So fuel pump, why fuel pump is, I told you fuel pump is in the top, fuel tank is bottom, it will be suck the fuel and give to the line fine fuel filter. Yes, you see fine fuel. Here there are normal fuel filter, coarse filter, fine filter. So this is give to the right, then it will be come through this line to the where is right. This is the mostly to the what is the blue color one? Blue color line? The blue color line means excess fuel. Excess fuel go to the tank and come through this way, right? This is the diagram. Is the red color one is a active fuel. Go there and injected or spray for the burning excess fuel collected by this filter and send it to the tank again, and this fuel also then used to, yes, burn. Right here, I told you there are four phases. You told 4-stroke also, okay. Actually 2-stroke, 4-stroke are different terms. That's why I will show 4 phases in induction first. Or you will then ignition, compression, exhaust. Here they will have another term. Injection is a fuel come in. That is the term injection. Injection is the term fuel or air fuel mixture. Fuel or charge, equal charge. Air fuel mixture come inside. What is the term? Injection. That is the injection. Ignition, the burning. Burning take place by spark plug. This is called SI engine. So you see the some advanced hybrid machines, hybrid engine or hybrid car having spraying equipments also. Yeah, for the petrol. Petrol also spray by the like nozzle. Spray the petrol called injection. Then the spark plug will produce the spark ignition. This is combustion. After the ignition, burning will take place. That's called combustion. Right? These are the 3 important events: injection, ignition, combustion. So these are the 4-stroke. Not too much clear. I will show you. Don't worry. Intake, compression, power stroke, exhaust. Suppose you will tell ignition stroke. That's also correct. But these 4 phases, different activity will take place. Usually charge come inside, then charge field compressed, then burning start, then burning gas go out. Okay. So gasoline mean petrol, right? Gasoline mean petrol. Very careful. Gasoline engine is equal to. Don't think gasoline is not a diesel. Gasoline is a petrol. Direct injection, right? Direct injection mean normally they call direct injection. Other one called compression injection, right? So here where the fuel is injected, where fuel is injected, the combustion chamber through the intake port. So when fuel is injected, intake stroke and or compression stroke or depending on mode. Actually, intake stroke start from intake stroke and end of the initial stage of the compression stroke. Initial stage it will cut down. During compression stroke it will never spray. Fuel will injected only in the intake stroke. Sometime initial stage of the compression. End of the compression spark will there. Right? Fuel injection pressure is a 2000 psi, 2200 psi. So this is a very high fuel injection pressure. This psi normally 4260 is enough to the petrol, right? So how many injection per stroke? Can be multiple injection, 1 injection per stroke. So there are 2 comparison. You see direct injection and port fuel injection. There are 2 types of injection. So sometime it should be, you see, injection should be in the intake manifold also. That is why they will tell you here combustion chamber. That is called direct. So direct and port injection. There are 2 types. So here if you want to be injected through directly, pressure should be high, right? Sometimes multiple injection also possible, but we will learn it is the not too much of it is one of the way to inject. There are direct injection to the combustion chamber, some are injected to this intake manifold, right? So this is the carburetor. Then you want to draw carburetor. Actually, this is the 3D. Hello? Hello? You listen my words?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the 3D drawing of your carburetor. Okay? So you very clearly see. So I told you intake valve is there, intake port is there, diaphragm is there. Why diaphragm? Yeah, diaphragm center, retain spring, actuator lever. Then, hello. Yeah. Actually, this is the real 3D of the fuel pump. It is not a carburetor. Carburetor outside also same as this. But inside you can see needle valve, throttle valve, choke valve is there. Actually, this is the diagram of the fuel pump, right? Don't confusing. I told you it is a carburetor, then everybody agree. You read this. There are no valves. Only diaphragm is there. But inside the carburetor, folder is there. And the jet is there. Needle valve is there. Spring is there, but not diaphragm. Diaphragm forced to suck the fuel. So it should be a fuel pump. Very clearly 3D of the fuel pump. So there are no label. You see there are no label, but actually it's the same as your carburetor then outside. But actually this is the fuel pump, right? So if you fuel pump, what are the components of the fuel pump? Main one, diaphragm. That's diaphragm. diaphragm. Very difficult to write this term. Diaphragm. So chamber inlet valve. It is operated by camshaft. That is why camshaft and cam lobe are there. Cam lobe and camshaft. Hello, camshaft is a main function opening the valve, but it will be actuated. You see, actuating lever. Actuating lever, so actuated by cam. Actuating lever is connected in the cam. So camshaft, lobe, actuating lever. So inlet valve is there, exit valve also there. There are two valves. Chamber is a fuel holding room. Diaphragm center, and return spring also. Diaphragm come down, then diaphragm want to go up. So return spring is very important. Why return spring is important? Diaphragm come down by the cam. Cam will sometimes cam will up, sometimes cam will push down, but cam will never go to the normal position. The return spring will help you to move the normal position. Then cam will push down, the return spring will up, then cam will push down, then automatically, continuously fuel is flowed by this fuel pump, right? So fuel pump, if you draw fuel pump, so these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 5, 9 components are important. You will draw line diagram. Put a box. There are 2 inlet and exhaust. Put a round surface, the chamber. Put a one like a disc called diaphragm. So it's the center should be diaphragm center. Return spring, you put the spiral one and ask to return spring. So one lever, actuated lever, and you will write a cam shaft and cam lobe and one lever. Okay. So we will move to next. So this also gasoline fuel injection system. It is a little bit not clear. I will explain next. Yeah, here, this is the carburetor now. You see, this is the carburetor. Very accurate precision drawing of carburetor. They don't buy BD. Actually, this is a simple single cylinder for the motorbike carburetor. So the carburetor drawing is very, very difficult. What you want to draw, what are the components described here? You see, ideal speed screw, ideal mixer screw, choke plate, clean air, enter, throats, fuel line, fuel filter, pedestal, jet, I told you pilot jet, major jet, floating ball, floater, I told you float and floater ball, fuel air mixture flow the engine, throttle plate. What I told already, little bit similar words, throttle valve. Here they told throttle plate. Actually, throttle plate is a accurate word because this should be a plate. Actually, a round. If you told is a valve, okay. Valve not be like you are inside the hard valve also there, but it is not round. So if you round valve, you can tell it should be a plate. Both are. So this is the screw, right? This is the screw like thing. So you can turn this screw tight and loose. Screw. It is called speed, ideal speed screw. When you turn right side, your motorbike in the start position, we call idling. What is the meaning of idling? Engine will on the power. Engine is working, but bicycle or the vehicle will not move. In the normal starting position, in neutral gear, engine will never move. Not machine will never move. Engine is working. When you start, that should be in a neutral gear. So machine mean bike or car or lorry or whatever, machine will never move. This condition we call idling. I will ask you in the quiz examination, what is idling? Idling means the engine is start when the gear is in the neutral position, the vehicle doesn't move. So when your vehicle is moved, fuel will go fast. Idling very low level of charge air fuel mixture used to engine. Sometimes some engines are start, then it take 1 or 2 minutes to drive the vehicle because it will be heated. That position called idling. So this idling speed, don't be too much of speed because of the vehicle is stable. So you want to set that speed by idling screw. Very careful, set the speed. Yourself you will set by screwdriver. Screwdriver. Right, there one cut is there. You can ideally mix the screw. Then another one screw is there. This is called accelerator speed. This is called accelerator speed controlling screw. Ideal mean accelerator. This is called air fuel mixture. Sometimes idling, the engine is working idling, but when you put the gear, engine will stop. When you put the gear, engine will stop. That is the meaning your air fuel mixture is not enough. So you want to adjust this ideal mixture screw. Ideal mixture screw. Mixture mean air fuel mixture. When you tight it, the air fuel mixture is very low. Tight mean it go inside and close the path. If you remove mean it will be anti-clockwise. So if the screw come up, then fuel amount, mixture of fuel amount will move. Then vehicle will smoothly moving. Right? Fuel is set by ideal mix screw. Accelerator is set by ideal speed screw. Right? I told you choke plate is there. We call choke valve. Choke valve is important to control the air. Choke valve is only control the air. So air fuel mixture. Actually, choke valve is there are two positions: on or off, closed or open. Semi-closed, semi-open, not there. choke valve, when you apply the choke valve, apply on the choke valve, choke will open. Lot of air come inside. When you close the choke, normally open the choke, valve is closed. Open mean that you apply the choke on the choke switch. Choke lever and choke switch are there. There are two, switch or lever. When you apply mean on the choke lever or button, the choke valve will close. What will happen to choke valve is closed? Yes, very few amount of air go inside. Very few. Hello. Few amount of air go inside. Few. If you close, it will never control all the air. Air is important always. Without air, oxygen, fuel can't burn. So air is needed. When you apply the choke valve is closed, but there are some orifice or windows there. So small amount of air go inside. So it's called fuel-rich media. So a lot of petrol is there, hydrocarbon is there, but oxygen is low. So the burning capacity is high. Hello, you give a high amount of petrol with low amount of air, so it will be easy to ignite, easy to burn. But actually, we want to conserve the fuel, then we will close the choke valve. Close the choke valve means fully open. The choke valve will be fully open, lot of air go inside. So it is the proper amount of air fuel mixture to burn. 1:8 ratio normally. Sometimes it should be 1:6, not lesser than that. But idling choke valve is fully closed, 1:2 like that. 1:2 is a very wastage of your fuel. 1:8 normal procedure, because E8 age 16, 08, then 8 time of oxygen needed to burn that. So 1:8 ratio. So after that, you see the fuel carburetor have there are two inlet and outlet. Every fuel line have inlet and outlet. Otherwise, fuel will inside, not move. Inlet and outlet. Inlet part, here one filter is there. Then fuel line, you see the aroma come in, fuel come in, air come in, aroma, blue color one, air come in, fuel come in, air cleaner is there. What is there? Air cleaner. Air cleaner is there. In the air part, air cleaner is there. Air will not come directly. Some cleaners are there. Air cleaner mean air filter. You will try air filter. Oh, air cleaner. So they are a cushion like this. The cushion mean very not thick layer of foam. Foam mean they are a cushion. Cushion also one sort of foam. Foam is a not a metal, not a cardboard. It should be a spring type of plastic or some elastic nature of the cushion material they are using to filter the oil, filter the air by removing the dust from the air. All the sand will come through the air. Most of the time nowadays you can see a lot of sand come through the air. That is why their air filters are filter the air from the sand and debris, metal part, some dust. So fuel filter will filter same as corrosive material, sand material, metal material are filtered by this, right? So there are some there. So this is the bottom part of this. Jet is the main one. Jet is the main one. Fuel come inside and go through the jet to the throttle valve. Jet is the main one. Don't forget this jet. Jet is orifice. Center line, they have a one holes is there. So through this hole, it will be move up. This is called, you will write ball, BOWL, floater ball. This is the floater ball. So this is the pedestal. This is a jet. Jet is the main component to float ball have a lot of fuel. Yeah. So carburetor ball have lot of fuel. Fuel will go through this yellow color one. You see yellow color line. It is called jet. So this main jet and pilot jets also there. So through the jet it will be calibrated and suck. It is a sucking mechanism. Jet is a like a venturi structure. Suction is there. Jet will suck the fuel from the ball. Hello. Fuel come this line and fold it here. Here lot of fuel is there, sucked by the jet. So float ball, they call this a float ball. Then floater. Floater is a plastic ball or lighter material ball. Why is needed float? Why float is needed? Fuel always come through this line and fill it here. When the fuel is full of carburetor is full of fuel, the floater will stop, further come inside. Right, floater will stop. Then fuel sucked by the jet, the floater will come down, then fuel come inside. Right. So this is called throttle valve. So what is the purpose? Fuel air mixture control, flow to the engine. Right. So it's a very nice diagram of the carburetor. So you want to draw these whole parts in a very simple diagram in your examination. Okay. This also one little advanced fuel system nowadays, because you want to know basic things and the advanced thing. You see fuel tank, very nice fuel tank, fuel filter. So there are you see fuel cutoff sensor, discharge pump, ignition coil. So here you see intake air pressure sensor, intake air temperature sensor, throttle position sensor, bypass valve, throttle body assembly, and this is the engine block. Here oxygen sensor, crank position sensor. So these are the now hybrid vehicle have this much of system in your fuel. So very advanced. That's why nowadays it's a very costly one. All our sensors are there. Electronic, that is the we call mechanical power. Mechanical way, this is the electronic. Some are in the earlier one, electrical also there. Where electrical wires are there, electrical by the battery. This is the electronic. Okay. So we will learn in a third year of this. So here carburetor line diagram, you draw the line. So yeah, intake. Likewise, you will see fuel mixture intake, choke valve, venturi of fuel. I told you jet also the venturi fuel nozzle, throttle valve, intake manifold, piston, exhaust manifold, engine cylinder, fuel chamber, and combustion chamber. So these are all the things. You row the carburetor, then intake manifold, piston, exhaust manifold also be there in your fuel system. This also real of the fuel pump. This when you see this lever, camera operated lever, it should be a fuel pump. This is electronic. This is the mechanical, right? Electronic and mechanical. Yeah. So very simple, very simple. Motorbike or gravity feed carburetor. You see fuel tank top. Fuel tank have cap and this. Sometime in the bottom line you have filter. Line it is carburetor. Then it will go to the. This is the mechanism of throttle valve. This is a throttle valve. So this is the venturi structure. So they narrow down. These two are, hello, black color one, these two are narrow the holes. Now you see diameter is very big in here. the diameter of the hole should be reduced. Then here velocity will increase, pressure will low, then high speed of suck the fuel, right? That is called Venturi structure. This is called Venturi structure. This is a indication of throttle valve. Air fuel mixture go inside, then it is a simple mechanism of gravity feed. What is the major type of fuel system? Gravity feed and force feed. Gravity feed and force feed. Don't forget, gravity feed and gravity system are same. So here I will go through this. I will read this later. Then I will move to explain this objective of system, fuel injection and carburation, electronic fuel system operation. Okay, we will see simple this air fuel mixture properties, fuel tank, fuel line. Here you see what is this? This is the Venturi working mechanism. I told you several times Venturi. What will happen to reduce the diameter? Then it is velocity will increase, pressure will drop. How the velocity will increase, will drop? How is possible? Hello? How can you prove velocity will increase, pressure will drop? So, other way around, pressure will increase, velocity will reduce. How is possible? When you are in fear now, but you never think like that. Whenever pressure will increase, then you told our velocity also increase. Yes. In my mind, I thought velocity, pressure will increase. You will pressure mean due to force. Then velocity will increase. Higher force, higher velocity. What one equation you will learn later. Energy conservation law. What the energy conservation law is express you. Energy cannot be destroyed. Energy can't be destroyed. So what are the energy, possible energy form? Potential energy, kinetic energy, pressure energy. Right? Now you see carburetor line should be in a horizontal position. Here the potential energy are same. Hello, potential mean H rho G. Understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is the potential energy equation? H rho G. So H is here H are also same height. So rho G constant. So potential energy now remove. Right? Potential energy not zero. Both are same, then cancel. Now pressure and kinetic energy are there. What is the kinetic energy equation? Hello. What do you learn for the kinetic energy equation? Measure. Equation half mv square. Half into mass into velocity square. Mass into velocity square. If you think 1 unit mass, the velocity is the main component now. So pressure energy plus kinetic energy is constant. Energy can't be destroyed, mean both energy are constant. Adding up both energy, pressure energy plus kinetic energy is equal to next end. This end pressure plus kinetic energy is equal to this end kinetic plus pressure. We will take these two ends, the middle and the start. Here orifice is big. You know orifice is big, velocity is low. How to be possible? What is the equation using to prove this? Cross-sectional area increase, velocity will reduce. What is the equation? Continuity of flow. Flow also. Flow mean amount of volume. Volume can't be changed. Same volume go inside, same volume go this way also. So volume is A into V, cross-sectional area and velocity. AV is a constant. So A is increasing, velocity will reduce. AV constant. Then pressure plus kinetic constant. So you know velocity increase, the diameter or cross-sectional increase, velocity will reduce. Velocity will reduce, then your kinetic energy will reduce. Because of that also depend on the velocity. Then pressure energy will increase. That time I told you diameters reduce, velocity will increase, same time pressure will drop. Okay, according to 2, I will ask you, what are the laws? What are the law or concept using the derive the Venturi working principle? One is called energy conservation law. Next one, continuity of flow. Continuity of flow mean flow should be or volume should be constant always. All the place volume should be constant. According to this, pressure will drop. It will be sucked because high pressure in fuel tank. Here pressure will drop. It automatically suck the fuel. So this is the mechanism of Venturi. Okay. So now we are wherever use the Venturi word, then you want to know it. So it will be suck the fuel by lowering the pressure. Increase the velocity by lowering the pressure. The equipment is Venturi. So lot of thing is there. So we will next class, we will see tomorrow. Next class tomorrow 7:30. We will see this diesel engine operating principle. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
What are the component diesel engine? You see, this is the injector nozzle. The second one, this is the nozzle injector pump operating mechanism. Injector nozzles are very, very, very difficult. Operation, it is costly. 1 lakh. One nozzle should be 1 lakh. Spark plug, 500 rupees. Oh, 1000 rupees. Okay, now 1000. This is 1 lakh. Injector needle, injector piston, high pressure fuel inlet. So the high pressure fuel inlet come and give the pressure to up this lever. The injection piston up by there are spring is there. So here you see this is a spring. This spring pressure will up, then needle will come up, then spray will take place. You see this spray. There are two type of there are many type of nozzles are there. This is the two side. They will atomize very small particle. They will spray, right? Oh, this is the fuel line, diesel fuel injection system. Why you want to learn this? So your midterm exam and final exam, we have the comparison between petrol engine and diesel engine comparison of the fuel system. So this is a simple way of normal fuel system. So clean a diagram of your injection nozzle. So non-injection, injection time and end of the injection. What difference between the three position in your nozzle? So these are the final year syllabus, but you want to learn little bit about how mechanism. So okay, we will see tomorrow 7:30 about the diesel engine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you read the fuel injection system, two-way, spark ignition and compression ignition. Spark ignition now finished. For the notes, during study leave, the starting day of the study leave, I will put the needed PowerPoints in your web LMS. Please go there. Study or copy that, or you learn yourself. We will put every system separately. PowerPoints are there. You read that, and please refer some books or internet and improve your capacity, because the PowerPoint is enough to get 75 marks. But 75 marks is not enough to get A. If you want A plus, it should be 80, 85. If you are A, 80. So 75 A minus. So A minus is not A minus is not a pleasant grade. A is a very good. Then A plus, excellent. A plus, excellent. If you miss that, A, 8 is enough. So 75 is enough to read this PowerPoint. So if you memorize 100%, then it should be 75. Otherwise, it should be 70 or 65 like that. So when you want to get A, or when you want to get a first class, so please read your book or some reference material. Without reading, never be get 80. So we will never, we know about all the things what are in the PowerPoint, then you wrote it, all the things, we will put 75 marks. Everything's only 25 is, we will give you a reference. Right? Can you understand? So I want to stop it here. Tomorrow, sharp 7:30, diesel injection, very difficult mechanism. Please be present, everyone. Tomorrow also. Tuesday, I will start every Tuesday plant protection equipment. I will take that lecture also. And Wednesday and Thursday exercise time also I will take. Then other system. Okay. Only Tuesday plant protection equipments. On the practical class, when you directly come to the university, we will do workshop practices, welding, cutting, bending, like that. Okay. Tell me okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We'll stop it here. Tomorrow 7:30. Don't miss the class.